What's up everybody, Retro Flow here with the latest greatest deck profile. Here we got a 3-time first place Vayu Turbo deck profile. I was going to make this video sooner, however I couldn't find the tournament standing sheet that gets printed for the tournament up until recently. I'll have those be popping up right here. Anywho, let's get right into the deck profile. So we're going to go with the standard double Armageddon Knight. Pretty standard. I was debating on the triple Dark Grepher, one Armageddon. I was seeing a lot of people were on that, but I decided to go with the classic double Armageddon, double Dark Grepher. This is an OCG collector's rare. Double Dark Grepher, like I was saying, pretty good. He makes the deck live, he fixes dead hands. That's why I always contemplate on the 3, but I made this deck on the fly the day of the first tournament. I just made it, showed up to locals the very first day with it, and I got first place. Video footage for all the locals will be on the description. Shout out Legacy TCG for getting 2 out of my 3 finals matches, and link will be in the description. 1 Dark Arm, 1 Card Trooper, 1 Plague Spreader, 1 Gores, 1 Necro, 1 Super Nimble, and 1 Lila. So pretty standard. These are all the 1-ofs. We got triple Raikou, triple Caius. So I was on triple Caius because I didn't really know what was good in Vayu or not, and I know you can never go wrong with Caius. So the day of, I just made a triple Caius, Blackwing Gale, triple Sirocco, and triple Vayu for the Blackwing package. And that's all the monsters. So that's a whopping total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 25 monsters. And these are shout out Imperium Duelist as well. These are their blue sleeves. These are their test print sleeves, and this is my new stream arena. So shout out Imperium. I'll put a link for all their items in the description. We got 1 Mind Control, 1 Burial, 1 Allure, 1 Mystical Space, 1 Charge, 1 Reinforcement of the Army. These maximum golds tend to peel a little bit, so that's what you can see right there. And 1 Heavy Storm. The reason I'm not playing Brain Control is a total accident. Like I was saying, I made the deck on the fly on the way to locals. So the only other thing that was missing besides Brain Control was actually a Trap Dust Shoot, and I did end up cutting the 3rd Caius for the Trap Dust Shoot eventually. Mind Control, I guess I put Mind Control in my deck, and I completely forgot that I was missing the Brain Control. I mean, it ended up working out regardless. I got first of the first night I ever played Vayu Turbo. I did end up trying out Brain Control in the main deck to make it 41 eventually, but I didn't play it for the first night or the other tournament wins. I recently switched it out. The only other change from day 1 of Vayu Turbo to the other days was I took out the 3rd Caius, and then I put in Trap Dust Shoot. So that's a total of 7 spells, I believe. And then for the traps, we got the 1-ofs, Return, Solemn, Mirror Force, Torrential, Double Bottomless, and we're of course on triple D Prison. So the only change that happened from night 1 to the other 2 locals wins was adding this in and taking out 1 Caius the Shadow Monarch. So I believe that's a total of 10 traps. I mean 9 traps without the Trap Dust Shoot, 10 traps once you take out the Caius and you put in the Trap Dust Shoot for the extra deck. So these are beautiful sleeves. Thank you very much, Imperium. These are their border sleeves right here, over sleeves as well. So these are going to be I'll put the name for these and for these in the video. But of course we got the Gorge token, For the Black Wings, we got one Ascendant. We're on the double Armor Master, double Arm Wing, pretty standard. For the level 4s, we got the Armory Arm. We got the Ally of Justice Catastor. For the level 5s, for the level 6, we have YUGIOH and Brionic. For the level 7s, we have only one Black Rose Dragon. And for the level 8s, we got Colossal. We have Thought Ruler, Stardust, Darkened, and we do side Cyber Dragon, so we're playing the Chimera Tech for the machines. That deck could give this deck a hard time if you're only drawing into your Caius and your Raikos. It ends up being a challenge getting over the Marking the Fortress. So because of that, we are on 2 Cyber Dragon. Shout out my cousin Eddie for this nice little birthday present right here. But we're on double Cyber Dragon, double Corbeau Dede, otherwise known as DD Crow, 2 Banisher. The Banisher came in because there's a lot of fairies running around right now, and it could be a tough matchup. So this one kind of helps you get over all their graveyard effects and their hand traps. There was a point where I summoned this, and I had an Arm Wing on the board, and the only reason that I summoned this after having the Arm Wing and after having the deck Devastation Virus was so that they would not be able to even chain Purple Light, Herald of Purple Light. So then the deck Devi resolved, and I ended up hitting 1 monster on his board and 4 monsters in his hand, and they all went to Banish Zone because he couldn't chain Purple Light. So double Purple Light. I'm only on the one Fossil Dyna, 1 Cold Wave. He's good into the Black Wing matchup. He's good into matchups where you like Gladiator Beast. They're gonna set up probably back row heavy boards, and you have a Raikou or a Hamster that could probably deal with their board. So I like this going second a lot. Smashing Ground. I didn't realize how hard of a matchup Mocking the Fortress and Consecrated Light would give this deck. So actually Smashing Ground ended up being a good tech. This was one of my techs that I've always been used to playing in my Black Wing side deck, in my Black Wing deck. And yeah, it actually comes in against monsters that floodgate you. Mind Crush, for Black Wings, for heroes, they search out a card with Whirlwind, or they search out a card with Stratos. Even the machine matchup, if Gearframe searches out Fortress or the Forces, you don't want them to have them. Sometimes you could also try to go for the Christia target that they return to their hand. They add back Honest, they attack, you Mind Crush, you declare Honest. Doesn't come up as often, but definitely a play. 2 deck Devastation Virus. So I was siding 2 for the first night I played Vayu Turbo, but then for the other nights I ended up winning the tournament. I know I was maining 1. I'm not exactly sure what I took out for the second deck Devastation Virus, but yeah, these were definite. One of these was definitely in the main deck. 1 Dust Tornado, pretty standard against Black Wing, a lot of back row heavy decks. And for the Rogue Killer, we got Royal Oppression. So this pretty much beats like Diva Hero, a lot of heavy special summon heavy decks, dragons. Pretty standard. It's one of the most powerful cards in Edison format, and Vayu Turbo being one of the decks that could abuse this card the most. But yeah, this is my Vayu Turbo 3-time winning deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want to see the updated version of this. I'll definitely be sporting this new mat for all my live streams, so check that out. The new sleeves. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Peace.